Hi there, and welcome to the Projects Distilled YouTube channel where we talk about all things project management. I am so glad that you're here. In this video, we're going to talk about an important soft skill that everybody should work on, not just project managers, and that is motivation. Staying motivated in our work as project managers is critical because the project manager sets the tone for the team. Your level of motivation will impact the way the team performs. Whether you show up every day ready to take on the world, or whether the world has beaten you down, it will impact the success of your project. In the remainder of this video, we're going to talk through my top 7 tips for staying motivated as project managers. Thank you for being here. I'm sure that all of us have known people who are consistently full of energy and optimism no matter the circumstance. These folks seem to have a motivational superpower that is innate to their being. I wish I could say that I was one of those people, but there are many more of us mere mortals walking around than these motivational superheroes. Motivation is not just something we need when we have our project manager hat on. We need motivation in all aspects of our lives. I'm going to share 7 things that you can do right now to boost your motivation so that you can bring the energy and enthusiasm you need in all aspects of your life. Number 1, motivation is in the mind. All of us have a dialogue going on inside of our minds. We have thoughts that shape the way we think and act. One of the best, fastest, and longest lasting ways to improve our motivation is to be our own coach and train those thoughts and that internal dialogue to shape and improve our motivation. If you think that your project will succeed or fail, you're right. Your attitude going into the project and sustained throughout it will directly influence your success. If your internal dialogue is telling you that you will fail, chances are your outcomes will be negatively impacted. If your internal dialogue is telling you that you will succeed, chances are you will. So pay attention to that dialogue going on inside your head. Retrain yourself to purge those negative thoughts and replace those thoughts with positivity. It can do wonders for your motivation. Number 2. Remember what motivates you. So why do you work? Sure, it's so that we can eat and live, but often there are additional reasons. Does your work support a significant other or a spouse or children? Does your work enable you to pursue hobbies or other external passions? Put reminders on your desk or your computer desktop or even your phone screen of why you work. I love to keep funny and slightly embarrassing photos of my wife on my phone's lock screen. Right now I have a picture of her standing next to a guy in an ice cream costume. It's a ridiculous picture, but it helps remind me of the good times and why I sometimes need to pass through the down times to support her and my family. In those moments when your motivation is at its lowest, having a visual reminder of why you're doing this can help you rise out of that low point. Find something that you can add to your desk, your computer, or your phone right now that will help you to remain motivated. Number 3, reward yourself. Finding small but meaningful ways to reward yourself for an accomplishment can be highly motivating. If the thought of getting through an entire project is too much to handle, then think about a way to reward yourself once you've completed the planning phase. Maybe a nice dinner at a fancy restaurant, maybe new clothes or supplies for a hobby. By setting smaller goals and associating them with a reward, we can set up a personal motivational milestone map that will help us to make it all the way through to the end. This same motivational technique can work wonders for your project team as well. If the team is struggling due to the size and pressure of the project, find ways to reward them after achieving a smaller milestone along the way. Number 4, challenge yourself with a daily goal. Just as setting smaller goals with rewards can be motivating, setting a micro goal, a daily goal, can be motivating. If you're struggling to complete a project plan, set a goal for yourself that you will not end the day without that plan being complete. If you need to talk to a difficult stakeholder, set a goal to do it before the end of the day. Now, this is different than setting up a daily task list. You cannot always complete your task list by the end of the day, but pick those most important items on the list and set a goal for some level of completion by the end of the day. If you're having problems prioritizing your work on your task list, see one of my earlier videos on using the Covey system to help you organize and prioritize yourself. It really, really works. Number 5, get moving. Many of us sit at our desk to do our work. This is not good for the body. If at all possible, block out time during the day to get your body moving. A brisk walk in the afternoon, a run to the gym, even just taking 15 minutes to stretch your muscles can unleash additional energy inside of you and help you to reset the thinking in your head. Think about this phrase: motion creates emotion. Use physical energy to reset and boost your emotional and motivational energy. Number 6, keep learning. It is said that learners are earners, meaning that those people who never stop learning will be more successful in life. I remember a time many years ago when the company I was with was struggling. Management was thinking about eliminating the physical facilities department and outsourcing it. I was in a conversation with the head of physical facilities where he was offered a chance to take on a new challenge by having he and his team learn about technical support and change their career trajectories to work in IT. He was completely resistant to the idea. He and his team were eventually eliminated because he did not want to learn something new, and something that, frankly, ultimately would have been much more lucrative for him. I remember the leader who made that offer to him talking after the meeting and saying that when he offered this guy a lifeline, this guy chose to keep his plunger instead of reaching for a laptop. That whole experience was etched into my mind and is a good reminder that learning new things is the only way to stay relevant throughout your career. Just the fact that you are watching this video and on YouTube looking at things to help improve your career and your motivation proves that you are a lifelong learner. Keep that going. Number 7, hang out with winners. Finally, you've heard the saying that misery loves company. People who are miserable tend to hang out with other people who are also miserable. How successful do you think you will be if you surround yourself with other people who are struggling with motivation? Not too successful. Find those superstars who are motivational champs and hang out with them. The more you surround yourself by motivated people, the more likely that will rub off on you and your motivation will change for the better. These 7 tips will help you to boost your motivation and to help keep you going to bring your projects across the line. But I think it's important to know that there are things that we can do externally to boost our motivation, like the 7 tips. But real, lasting motivation comes from within. It comes to those of us who have found our callings, those of us who have found where our passions meet our reality. When our interests and our passions are aligned with our work and other aspects of our lives, then our motivation is almost not necessary. That passion that we have carries us through all of the tough times and keeps us energized. I hope that you have found your calling with project management, but if not, use these 7 tips to help you make it through your day, your week, and your entire project. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Before we end this, just one quick thing. I've taken my years of project experience and married them with my MBA from UC Berkeley. The result is my book, The MBA Distilled for Project and Program Professionals. If you already have your project certifications and you're looking for a way to improve your skills further, you need this book. It takes MBA concepts from core classes and applies them to project management. It's available on Amazon in softcover or Kindle, or visit my website, mbadistilled.com, for more information.